So we got here 9 different brands of orange juice. I've got them in. My buddies put them in these unlabeled cups. I don't know which brand is which, so I'm going to be giving a fair assessment without any of my personal biases affecting it. But we've bought 9 different brands. The brands we have are, if you want to take a shot of them here, we've got Florida Natural, Simply Orange, Signature Select. We've got Tropicana. This is the Kirkland brand from Costco. We've got a Daily Sun right here. Minute Maid, of course. This is actually the 7-Eleven brand. And then Langer's. All right, so let's get started. All right, let's see how this is.
Subscribe, haha.
Okay, so
Any
off the
gamer
bat,
girls in chat?
the concentrate wasn't like fully melded with the water, so the flavor was fine. It wasn't the best. I was not a big fan of. I didn't like the flavor, but I could tolerate the flavor here. The problem was really the consistency. I felt the consistency was quite bad on this one. I don't think it was clearly from concentrate. The concentrate was not mixed well. So I guess I'll rate these out of 10. For this one, I would say this is a 4. Have some of these chips and blow my nose. All right, so number 2. Let's hope this one's a little better. Now, that is interesting. It didn't have a lot of the sourness that you'd expect, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I actually really did like this one. I wouldn't say it's like top tier because, like I said, it was missing that sourness, but it felt like it might not be from concentrate. No consistency issues like the last one. For this one, I honestly do think it's probably not going to be the best, but I'm betting it's going to be hard to beat. I'd say this one's an 8 out of 10. All right, number 3. That was really bad. That was really, really bad.
It made a weird sound.
I really did not like that one. It was just sweet. It was like sweet in like a bad way. It didn't have that was 1 out of 10. I hated that one. I don't ever want to drink it again.
Explain why you don't like it so much.
Well, for one thing, it didn't have any flavor other than being sweet. It had almost sort of like an artificial, like syrupy sort of taste to it. It was also warm.
Well, I mean, they were in our car and sitting on this table for a while.
Yeah, but the other ones weren't.
So just bad.
Yeah, it was overall even it wasn't as bad consistency as the first one, but it was kind of like not mixed well. I do not think it had any redeeming qualities. What?
Like,
All right, we got some technical difficulties, but looks like we got that resolved. So moving on, we're doing cup number. This is 5, right? We're doing cup number 5. All right. I am thirsty as fuck. So nice dark color. The first sip was very good, and it was all downhill from there. Overall, the main problem I had with it was it had a weird bitter aftertaste. I don't know why. It was also thicker than the other ones. I also don't know why.
what does that mean?
It was. It means it would. It was more viscous. It wasn't as thin.
Okay.
The flavor wasn't terrible. It was really just the aftertaste that kind of got me. Because I didn't dislike it. I will give it a 6 out of 10. At least it was unique. I'll say that. All right, this is number 6. Not as much in this one. But it's got some pulp. All right. Well,
These are supposed to be all non-pulp.
I think there was one we bought. The Minute Maid says low pulp on it, which may be giving it away. Well, when in Rome. Okay, I didn't taste the pulp at all, which is, I'm not a big pulp guy. I'm not opposed to it, but when I say I don't like it, I want to be clear in that that was not the problem. Now, with the other ones that I didn't like, I expressed that there was no sourness. This was kind of the opposite problem. This had very little flavor other than sourness. There's supposed to be a sort. It was just sour. Like the flavor was extremely boring. I didn't hate it, but I would not choose this orange juice again if given the option. For it, I would rate this as a 4 out of 10. A little too sour for me. All right, so let's see if we can. We're on number 7, and let's see how this one is. I've got high hopes because I know there's some real bangers, presumably awaiting. I really did enjoy that one. It did have a little bit of that bitterness, a little bit of the aftertaste, but it wasn't as strong as the other one, so I don't actually mind it. I think it adds a depth and complexity to the flavor that I really did enjoy. Just a good balance of everything, not too sweet, not too sour, but a little bit of each of that. Nice and thin. I like it. I like my orange juice a little more on the watery side. I actually really did enjoy that one. Um, I'm teetering between an 8 and a 9. I don't know if we want to do 0.5s. I'll say this was an 8.5. All right, we got 2 left. 2 left. 2 to go. Alley oop. Yeah, that one was actually really fun. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't even like process it as I was drinking it, but that was really fucking good. Um, yeah, I mean, if there is to be a 10, that was it. I would say that was a 10 out of 10. That was just very good. Everything I said about the last one, it was even more that. Just a slight bitterness to add a bit of complexity. Thin, nice balance. My only complaint was there just wasn't enough of it. Let's do this. All right, number 9. Love potion number 9. Yeah, honestly, not a fan. How do I even describe what the problem was? It was very bland. Um, it did have some of that bitterness, but the problem is that bitterness is there to balance out the other flavors. It was very bland. Um, I mean, that's really it. There were no real consistency issues. The consistency was fine. It was just the fact that there wasn't much flavor at all. I guess I can't say that there's much to hate, but for those reasons, I would say this is a 3 out of 10. I'll drink it, but I'm not happy about it. One second. All right, so my predictions as to what each one of them was. So First, the obvious. Number 3, that was most definitely Langer's. There is no chance in hell that was not Langer's. For number, second of all, that one that had a little bit of pulp floating in it, was that number 5? I don't remember, but that one was probably Minute Maid, just based on the fact that it was low pulp and not no pulp. I've never had the consistency problem that number 1 had, so my guess would be that's probably the Daily Sun, since that's the only one I hadn't tried before this. The one that was really bland, that's got to be the Tropicana. There's no way. No. Sorry, I take it back. That's not the Tropicana. That's got to be the Simply Orange. Actually, no. Sorry, final answer. It's the Tropicana. The one with the bitter aftertaste. My guess on that one is that it's probably actually the Kirkland. That's going to be my guess. I'm locking in that. I don't know. The other 3 were the ones I didn't really have a ton to say about. So I don't even remember really the other ones. What do we got left? The Florida Natural, the Signature Select, and the 7-Eleven. Oh yeah, the 7-Eleven. I think the 7-Eleven was that 10 out of 10 one, because I remember really liking the 7-Eleven one, and I'm guessing that's the 10 out of 10.
That was number 8.
Okay, that's my guess. The other ones that I think were the really good ones that I really liked, my guess would be the one that the number 2 that I ranked 8 out of 10. My guess is that one was probably the Signature Select. And I guess that would make the other 8.5 one the Florida Natural, just by process of elimination, which is surprising because I don't remember really liking Florida Natural. But those are my predictions. I don't remember the numbers specifically for all of them, but that's what I think it was. So I guess we can go over them now and see how close I was. Mr. Cameraman is gonna read the names to me.
All right, so number 1 was Daily Sun.
That was okay. That was what I thought.
Okay. Number 2 was 7-Eleven.
Okay, not what I expected, but I did still say that one was good. So that's more or less in line with my predictions.
Number 3 was Kirkland.
Kirkland, really?
Yeah.
That surprises me because I usually like the Kirkland ones, but I remember I didn't like that one in the blind taste test. So maybe it's more just expectations, you know.
Number 4 was First Street.
I don't remember anything about number 4. I'm going to be honest with you, which tracks because First Street is the most mid-brand aside from maybe Florida. No, that is the most mid-brand.
Number 5 was Tropicana.
Wasn't number 5 like? Did I say that one was good or did I say that one was bad?
I think you said it was like a 6 point, like a 6 or something.
Really? I'm usually pretty anti-Tropicana. Okay, not what I expected.
Number 6, I think you got it, was Langer's.
Number 6 was that one was the bad one.
You did say you did not like it a lot. Number 7 was Simply.
Simply, that one is. Sorry, I'm looking at the bottles.
Boss.
Oh, was that the one that I said was an 8.5?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was not from concentrate. So, yeah, okay, that more or less lines up.
And your absolute favorite one, number 8, was the Florida Natural.
No fucking shot. No fucking way. There ain't no fucking way in hell. Florida Natural. What the fuck is going on here? What kind of Looney Tunes ass orange juice did you give me?
That's Florida Natural, bro.
There's no way that was Florida Natural.
It was. That's the one I had to report. Because it's the one I spilt on the table.
Oh, that because you had to re-pour it.
Yeah.
Those are the technical difficulties we were having, chat.
And last one was Minute Maid.
That was the one that I said was like low par, right?
You thought that one was
Like 3 out of 10.
yeah, you thought that was like number like 4, 3 or something.
Yeah, I remember thinking the last one was kind of bland, which tracks for Minute Maid. But all right, that is an upset.
Do you want to give a try of the Florida Natural now knowing?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Looks like the orange juice meta might have seen some big tiering changes. I did pour this in the cup that had the Minute Maid in it, so that might be dragging it down a little bit. There's more. Oh yeah, no, that's really good actually. It takes a second to hit you. That's probably why I didn't like it. Because it takes a second to hit you. It's not good on the first sip. You got to keep going. Yeah, that's really fucking good. Surprising. That's from concentrate too? Wow. Because the other two that I like, those are not from concentrate. Those are the only ones. All right. Good to know. You want some of the Florida Natural? What is the moral of today's story? I guess don't ignore what your fucking senses are telling you, but keep an open mind. I guess that's the takeaway here, because I feel like I was generally correct with my predictions about these orange juices, but I really did not expect the Florida Natural to rank so highly, or the Signature Select to be so low actually, because I usually drink a fair amount of that one. But I guess don't let your preconceived notions and your biases dictate your actions and your beliefs going forward. Just keep an open mind and try and experience things as they are. What?
Oh, just a beautiful message for orange juice.
Well, I mean, you saw that's I feel like that's the takeaway here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy some delicious orange juice now. C'est la vie.
One big dick and I suckle and I say so. 2 big tips and a big ass dildo. 3 cum shots when you fuck on my asshole. Suck on his cock, that's a blueberry gay go.